Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Shout out to my patrons and everybody in the DeFi Moneyverse Telegram group. Links in the description. I got another banger for you. I'm gonna try to keep this video real short. Today we're gonna talk about index cooperative. Now, you know I preach about diversification, all right? And what index cooperative is doing, basically, they have products or indexes where they invest in the best cryptos for you in different sectors. So as you can see here, they got 4 products. They actually have more products than that, but we're going to talk about these 4 here. All right. So inside of these different indexes, you're going to get exposure to whatever sector the index is targeted to. All right. So for example, DPI is the DeFi Pulse Index, and it tracks the performance of leading decentralized financial assets across the Ethereum network. All right. So you can see DeFi Pulse, the DeFi Pulse Index, the DPI, has a token that trades at 67 bucks. All right. You can see the current supply, and you can see the tokens that are in that index: Uniswap, Aave, Maker, Loopring, Sushi, etc., etc. So when these tokens and these assets move up, the price of this DPI token will move up as well. Same way going back down. All right. This token will go back down as well. All right. So if you wanted to get exposure to all of these cryptos without having to buy each one of them, you could just buy this. All right. So that's their DeFi DPI product. All right. Bankless BED Index, BED. Bankless proposed that the index Coop manage an index based on the most investable digital assets in DeFi, being Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right. So you only got Ethereum, Bitcoin, and you got DPI in there too. So you got their other index in here as well. All right. So if you're not familiar with how indexes work, let's just say the basket of the index, or the amount of assets inside of the index total 100%. So here you have 3 different assets inside of that index. So each one of these has a 33.3% weight to make up 100% total. For example, all right. Same thing here. If you go back to DPI, all right, you could say Uniswap makes up 7%, Aave makes up 5%, Maker makes up 4%, Synthetics makes up 2%, for example, and just go down the line till you get to 100%. All right, I was trying to find some information on the weight here. Wasn't seeing anything on their site, but back to their third product, which I really like, and this is the Metaverse Index, the MVI. Now, the MVI token trades at $19.23. You can see what's in this index: Illuvium, Axie Infinity, Sandbox, Decentraland, Engine, Eternity Chain, Yield Games, Rarible, Audius, and Rev. All right. So you could just buy the MVI index, the token MVI, and get exposure to all these assets. All right. It's really, really cool. And then their fourth product, this is the JPG NFT Index, and it trades for $23.89. All right. The JPG NFT Index provides broad exposure to blue chip and premier NFT collections through a single liquid token. JPG is composed of fungible versions of NFTs such as fractional NFTs, NFT liquidity vaults, NFT curation DAOs, and NFT currencies, and wrapped NFTs. All right, so you can see the underlying tokens. You got Punk, Xmon, Whale, Sox, ETH, K21, Ash, and Eugenie. All right, so you say, okay, well, what does this have to do with Index Coop? All right, so Index Coop has these 3 products. Actually, they have more than that. All right, they have some leveraged index products as well. So the Index Coop token, which is this token, this is their governance token. All right. So with the token, the governance token Index, that's the ticker. The Index token is the native token of Index Coop. Index Coop is a decentralized autonomous organization that issues its own native index token. Use your Index token to govern Index Coop by voting for and against internal governance proposals. All right. What are the tokenomics? Index has a cap of 10 million tokens. All right. So voting and governance with index. As a governance token, the utility index is its role in the governance process of index Coop DAO. Voting is how we as a community make important decisions. Each index token represents one vote. Proposals you can vote for or against can be on a variety of topics like launching new products, maintenance, composition and use of treasury, forming, restructuring, strategic initiatives, and partnerships. All right, then you can get into how do I vote and all of that stuff and whatnot. All right, so diversification, if you're a person who wants to diversify and get exposure to different assets, you can invest in some of their products, right? They've done the diversification for you. And they've put the top tier projects in each one of these different indexes. So DeFi, you got the cream of the crop in there. All right. Then you go over to Mvi. You got the cream of the crop in there, right? You got Illuvium, Axie, Decentraland, Sandbox, Engine. Okay. Now we're going to take a look at the price action on some of these as well. So the index token itself, the governance token, during the last bull run, it had an all-time high of $60. All right. And that was a market cap of over 100 million. And today it's trading for just under 9 million in market cap. All right. So I do think it'll get back to 100 million, maybe even 200 million next bull run, which will give you a $40 index token. All right, now let's take a look at some of their index products. Mvi, Metaverse Index. So the Metaverse Index is trading for $19.22. You're actually getting like 4 crypto gems in one video. All right, so Christmas came early. All right, but back to the Mvi, you can see it had an all-time high of $360. You're like over a 20x away from that here. Okay, I do think it'll get back there, because Metaverse is not going anywhere. And I think the future's bright for Metaverse. All right. So if you take a look at, what's the other one? DPI. DeFi Pulse. $67. All right. All-time high of a little over $600. You're about a 10x away. I think it'll get back there. I think DeFi will be big in the next bull run as well. Okay, so there's really no ceiling, right, on these indexes, because it all depends on how high the market goes or each one of these sectors goes. Okay, so these cryptos can get back to their all-time high or shatter them, right, and go much higher. Okay, so back to index though. Index, out of all of these cryptos, is actually on Coinbase. The others are not. They're just on Uniswap and some decentralized exchanges, and I think some smaller exchanges as well. But the index token is on Coinbase. Maybe the others land on Coinbase soon. I'm not sure. All right. But like I said, I do think it can get back to $60, especially if we get like a 70, 80K Bitcoin. Heck, maybe if Bitcoin gets back to just 70K, I think you could see this get to $40, $50, maybe even 60. All right, guys. So I think this is definitely a gem. I think this is a steal at this price. If you can grab it between $140 and $2, I think you're good for the long term. But this is definitely something to hold. And if you like more of the safer plays and you just want to invest in kind of like the cream of the crop, you want to have exposure to, well, actually, this is the governance token, so it's not going to give you exposure to the other assets. But I do think that this will move up with the market as well, similar to how the indexes will, right? So these indexes like Mvi and Dpi, I think that these products, they're going to move with the market up or down. So if the market goes, you can see the market went down, so this went down. So when the market starts to go back up, or this particular sector goes back up, the metaverse index will go back up as well. All right, guys. So I think it's a bright future for all of these indexes, as they are representing a majority of the crypto market. So as the crypto market gets bullish again, these are going to heat up and shoot to the moon. All right, guys. All right. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to check out Index Coop. It's on Coinbase. Check out their other products as well, and check out their social media outlets and whatnot. All right. All right, guys. So I'll be back soon with another gem. Deuce Crypto out.